Hello students, last class we have done some aliphatic conversions. Today we will discuss about some aromatic conversions that related to carboxylic acid. Benzene to benzoic acid. So benzene to benzoic acid, this is simple. Benzene reacts with methyl chloride in presence of anhydrous aluminum chloride. You know this reaction, Friedel-Crafts reaction, so it forms toluene. And toluene, any alkyl group, when it undergo oxidation in presence of potassium permanganate in alkali medium followed by acidification, it forms benzoic acid. Next, benzoic acid to benzene, vice versa, so reverse method. In reverse method, simple benzoic acid treated with sodium hydroxide. First it forms sodium benzoate, which when heated with soda lime, so this minus sodium carbonate, when this is heated with soda lime, it forms benzene. So this is benzene to benzoic acid and benzoic acid to benzene. Next come to next question, toluene to benzoic acid. This is simple, toluene to benzoic acid. Again I am repeating. So toluene, when undergo oxidation in presence of alkaline potassium permanganate, first it forms potassium salt of benzoic acid, potassium benzoate, which on treatment with dilute hydrochloric acid forms benzoic acid. This thing can be written also in one step. And again benzoic acid to toluene. So this is benzoic acid. When it is treated with sodium hydroxide, it forms sodium benzoate, which when heated with soda lime, it forms benzene. And benzene when treated with methyl chloride in presence of anhydrous aluminum chloride, it forms toluene. So this is toluene to benzoic acid and benzoic acid to toluene. Next come to next question, benzoic acid to aniline. Benzoic acid, again directly you can also write benzoic acid when heated with soda lime, it forms benzene. And when benzene undergo nitration in presence of concentrated nitric acid, concentrated sulfuric acid, and when it is this NO2 group substituted here, nitration NO2, and nitrobenzene, this is for nitrobenzene, when nitrobenzene reduced with tin and HCl. So hydrogen gas evolved and this reduces to this nitro group to NH2 group. This is aniline. So benzoic acid to aniline. Then vice versa means aniline to benzoic acid. How can we convert it? Look here. Aniline when treated with nitrous acid. You know this nitrous acid is generally formed by the mixture of sodium nitrite and HCl, and temperature should be maintained here 0 to 5 degrees Celsius. So when aniline treated with nitrous acid, it forms benzene diazonium chloride. This salt, benzene diazonium chloride. And benzene diazonium chloride when treated with copper cyanide, generally this reaction is called Sandmeyer's reaction. So it forms cyanobenzene or benzonitrile, which when undergo acidic hydrolysis, the CN group is converted to carboxylic acid group. It forms. So this is how can you convert benzoic acid to aniline and again from aniline to benzoic acid. Next come to next question. Benzoic acid to benzaldehyde. So benzoic acid when treated with thionyl chloride, this reaction you know OH group is replaced by this chlorine and hydrochloric acid sulfur dioxide is the byproduct. It forms benzoyl chloride, and benzoyl chloride when undergo reduction, that is Rosenman reduction, it forms benzaldehyde. So hydrogen in presence of palladium and barium sulfate, it forms benzaldehyde. Okay, then benzaldehyde to benzoic acid, simple reaction. When benzaldehyde undergo oxidation, either alkaline potassium permanganate or acidified potassium permanganate or tolerance reagent, whatever you can use. So when it undergo oxidation, either alkaline potassium permanganate or acidified potassium dichromate solution or tolerance reagent in presence of ammonium hydroxide, or we can use this or this CHO group is converted to COOH group. This is benzaldehyde to benzoic acid. This is benzoic acid to benzaldehyde. Next come to next question. Benzoic acid to benzonitrile. Simple reaction. Benzoic acid reacts with ammonia, first forms ammonium benzoate. When ammonium benzoate heated, it minus water molecule H2O. First it forms amide, benzamide. This is an amide, and amide when heated with phosphorus pentoxide, here minus H2O, this water molecule removed, minus H2O, it gives benzonitrile. And benzonitrile to benzoic acid, simple one-step reaction. Benzonitrile, when undergo hydrolysis in presence of acid or in alkali medium, generally reaction takes H2H plus, or you can write H3O plus. It forms benzoic acid. So this is benzoic acid to benzonitrile and benzonitrile to benzoic acid. Next, come to next question. Benzoic acid to benzene diazoxide chloride and vice versa. So this is benzoic acid. You know how to convert benzoic acid to aniline. So first convert benzoic acid to aniline, then treat it with nitrous acid. So benzoic acid to either you go through Hofmann degradation reaction or you may go through Dumas method. So I am giving you two types of conversion here. Benzoic acid to benzene diazoxide chloride. First reacts with ammonia and heat. It forms amide, benzamide. And when this benzamide treated with bromine and aqueous KOH1, it forms aniline. And aniline, when treated with nitrous acid at 0 to 5 degrees Celsius or 273 to 278 Kelvin, it forms benzene diazoxide chloride. Another method also you can do this. Look here, or this is benzoic acid heated with soda lime. When it is heated with soda lime, it forms benzene. Benzene, when undergo nitration, concentrated nitric acid and concentrated sulfuric acid, it forms nitrobenzene. And nitrobenzene, when reduced with tin and hydrochloric acid, nitrobenzene, tin and hydrochloric acid, it forms aniline. So aniline again treated with nitrous acid, that is NaNO2 plus HCl at 0 to 5 degrees Celsius, it forms benzene diazoxide chloride. So either you can solve by this method or by this method. This is ammonia and second step heat. So either you go through this reaction or you may go through this step. This is the conversion of benzoic acid to BDC. Then benzene diazoxide chloride or BDC to benzoic acid. This is simple. Benzene diazoxide chloride, when treated with copper cyanide in presence of potassium cyanide, the reaction takes place. So simply write down copper cyanide. It forms cyanobenzene or benzonitrile. When it undergo hydrolysis, it forms benzoic acid. So this is benzoic acid to BDC, benzoic acid to BDC by two types of reaction. This is 1, 2, 3 step reaction. This is 1, 2, 3, 4 reaction. So these are two type of conversion, but this one is better because this is the less number of steps and this is more number of steps. So you can convert benzoic acid to BDC by this method or this method, and BDC to benzoic acid, this is the method. Okay. Next come to some other organic conversions, that is benzoic acid to phenol and vice versa. You know, in benzoic acid there are 7 number of carbon atom, in phenol there are 6 number of carbon atom. So the carbon atom decreases, that means you have to either go through decarboxylation reaction or through Hofmann-Bromamide reaction. So here benzoic acid to phenol. Look here. Benzoic acid reacts with ammonia followed by heating, gives benzamide. Benzamide treated with bromine and aqueous potassium hydroxide. It forms aniline. And aniline, when treated with nitrous acid, if the temperature is 0 to 5 degrees Celsius, first it forms benzene diazonium chloride, which on heating forms phenol. So either benzoic acid to phenol, direct this. So here this nitrous acid, when treated with when aniline treated with this nitrous acid at 0 to 5 degree, first it forms benzene diazonium chloride, which on heating in acid medium generally forms phenol. Instead of this reaction can be directly written if you use nitrous acid at higher temperature, that is temperature more than 10 degrees Celsius. If it is treated with nitrous acid, temperature greater than 10 degrees Celsius, it forms phenol. This is how you can convert benzoic acid to phenol. Another simple method also you can convert this. Look here. This is benzoic acid, when carboxylic acid heated with hydrazoic acid in presence of concentrated sulfuric acid, directly it converted to aniline. COH group is converted to NH2 group. So here one carbon atom less. Then when it is treated with nitrous acid at temperature greater than 10 degrees Celsius, 20, 30, 40, 50, it forms phenol. This is benzoic acid to phenol. Then phenol to benzoic acid, as vice versa is given. These are the two methods. And vice versa given. Then we have to again convert phenol to benzoic acid. So phenol, first you have to heat it with zinc dust. It forms benzene, and benzene when treated with methyl chloride in presence of anhydrous aluminum chloride, it forms toluene. And toluene when undergo oxidation in presence of alkaline potassium permanganate, it forms benzoic acid. So last I have told you how to convert benzoic acid to phenol, and here phenol to benzoic acid. Then come to next question, benzoic acid to nitrobenzene. Simple reaction, benzoic acid. So nitrobenzene also one carbon atom less. So here I am using decarboxylation method. First sodium hydroxide, it forms sodium benzoate, and sodium benzoate heated with soda lime. What it gives you? Benzene. Benzene when treated with concentrated nitric acid and concentrated sulfuric acid, it forms nitrobenzene. So this is how benzoic acid to nitrobenzene. Then vice versa, means again I have to convert nitrobenzene to benzoic acid. How I can do this? Look here. This is nitrobenzene. Carbon atom increases either nitrilation or through different nitrilation, Wood's reaction. There are different types of reaction. So first nitrobenzene. Nitrobenzene when reduced with tin and hydrochloric acid, it forms aniline. Aniline when treated with nitrous acid at 0 to 5 degrees Celsius, it forms nitrobenzene it forms BDC. BDC when treated with copper cyanide in presence of potassium cyanide, it forms cyanobenzene. And cyanobenzene when undergo hydrolysis, acidic hydrolysis, it forms benzoic acid. So this is the conversion of benzoic acid to nitrobenzene and again nitrobenzene to benzoic acid. Next come to next reaction, benzoic acid to chlorobenzene. Different methods are there for conversion of benzoic acid to chlorobenzene. Here the same process is up to this. So first benzoic acid, sodium hydroxide forms sodium benzoate. Sodium benzoate heated with soda lime to form benzene, and benzene when treated with chlorine in presence of ferrichloride, it forms chlorobenzene. Another method is also there. Look here. This is benzoic acid treated with hydrazoic acid in presence of concentrated sulfuric acid and heat. You know it forms your what? Aniline. COH group is converted to NH2 group. Then aniline treated with nitrous acid at 0 to 5 degrees Celsius, it forms benzene diazonium chloride, a salt. And when this is treated with cuprous chloride in presence of HCl or copper in presence of HCl, copper in HCl or copper chloride HCl, it forms chlorobenzene. So there are two alternative methods. Either you can convert benzoic acid to chlorobenzene by this method, or you may convert benzoic acid to chlorobenzene by this method. Next, chlorobenzene to benzoic acid. So one simple reaction is there. I think you remember what is Wurtz-Fittig reaction. When chlorobenzene treated with methyl chloride in presence of sodium metal and ether. When chlorobenzene treated with methyl chloride in presence of sodium metal and ether, it forms toluene. This reaction is known as Wurtz-Fittig reaction. Alkyl halide and aryl halide react with sodium metal to form alkylated benzene. This reaction is known as Wurtz-Fittig reaction. So this treated with methyl chloride in ether to form toluene. And toluene on oxidation in presence of potassium permanganate give rise to benzoic acid. This is chlorobenzene to benzoic acid. This is benzoic acid to chlorobenzene. Next come to next question. Salicylic acid to benzene. Salicylic acid is orthohydroxybenzoic acid. This is known as your salicylic acid. You can write COH group here and OH group here. So when it is heated with zinc dust, what happens? This OH group is first removed. So it forms benzoic acid, and benzoic acid treated with sodium hydroxide. First it forms sodium benzoate, which when heated with soda lime, this group is removed by hydrogen and it forms benzene. This two-step reaction can be written in one step. Okay. This is salicylic acid to benzene. Next, benzoic acid to benzophenol. This is benzoic acid reacts with either phosphorus pentachloride or thionyl chloride. It forms benzoyl chloride, and this benzoyl chloride when reacts with benzene in presence of anhydrous aluminum chloride. So this CH3CO plus group CH6H5CO group is substituted here in benzene. This is known as your electrophilic substitution reaction. This is benzophenol. So benzoic acid treated with PCl5 forms benzoyl chloride. Benzoyl chloride treated with benzene in presence of anhydrous aluminum chloride, it forms benzophenol. So this is for today. These are where here we are dealing with some aromatic organic conversion which are related to carboxylic acid. Next class again we will discuss some analytical question. Okay.